Hi, guys. Thank you for your patience. Again, my name is Omega Lee, and I'm the Student Services Manager here. We are going to do a very brief financial planning overview. I will ask that you go ahead and hold your questions to the end. That way, if someone has any, if someone doesn't have any questions, they can go ahead and just jump off, okay? But before we get started, I'm gonna take attendance. So hold tight 1 second. Okay. Do I have Ben Vader on the line?
Yep.
What about Mike Anderson?
Yes.
Juliana Pena? Juliana Pena? Jewel George?
Yes, right here.
Michael Vega? Do I have Michael Vega?
Yes.
Okay. Fania Galam Bentenikos? I know I didn't say that correctly. Fania? Lerma Vallegos? Lerma Villegas? Andrew Wang?
Here.
Stephanie Jacob?
Hi.
She called me Andrew Wang instead of Andrew Lee.
John Perez? Juliana Pena?
Yeah, this is her.
Fania?
Yeah, here.
Okay. Lerma Villegas?
Hi, I'm here.
Okay. John Perez? Okay, guys, let's go ahead and get started. So we should be able to do this within about 10 minutes. Again, I ask that you hold your questions to the end. That way, if someone doesn't have any questions, they can go ahead and jump off. But I will stay on to go ahead and answer any additional questions for you guys. Again, my name is Omega Lee. I'm the Student Services Manager. After our call today, within about 24 to 48 hours, I will also send you an email of what we went over. And if you have any questions, you're more than welcome to reach out to me. I do want to let you know that this call is going to be very general, it's very basic. That's why we're able to do it in a group setting. Once you get to the point where you have been accepted into the program, we will do a one-on-one. And at that point, we will be able to talk numbers and what exactly it's going to cost for you to attend Chamberlain. Because by that point, I would have...
Look for pictures. I can't see you.
Give me 1 second, guys. I'm not sure who's on the line, but can you please mute your line? Everyone, please mute your line. That way, everyone will be able to hear me. Let me see if I can mute that person. Okay. So again, once we get to the point where we do a one-on-one, we'll be able to talk numbers, because at that point I would have reviewed all of your transfer credit and I'll be able to see what you receive transfer credit for. And also, I would have reviewed your FAFSA, so I know what you qualify for, okay? So you have to understand that if Stephanie brings over 20 transfer credits and Fania brings over 30 transfer credits, their cost of tuition is going to be different, right? Because of the amount of transfer credits that they're bringing in. So I don't want you to think that, oh, my financial should be the same as his financials when you guys are bringing in different amounts of transfer credit. So by the time we get to that meeting, we'll be able to talk about all those things. So first things first, what you want to make sure that you do is complete your 2018-19 FAFSA. And more importantly, put our school code on there, because the school code will allow us to view it, okay? So you definitely want to make sure that if you haven't done that yet, to do that. When you complete your FAFSA, what the federal government is looking for is what you qualify for in terms of the Pell Grant, which is free money that you don't have to pay back, and then federal direct loans in the form of subsidized and unsubsidized, or you may have heard the term sub or unsub before. So again, the Pell Grant, free money you don't have to pay back. The subsidized loan is essentially the federal government covers the interest for you while you're in school, and then you don't go into repayment until 6 months after, okay? The unsubsidized loan, interest does start accruing right away, but you don't go into repayment until 6 months after. So some students ask, well, Ms. Omega, do I need to pay on my loans while I'm in school? No, you don't have to pay on your loans while you're in school, okay? Again, I'll ask you guys to mute your lines. Everyone else, can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay, perfect. I was trying to figure out how I can mute that individual, but I'm not seeing it here. So that's how the subsidized and the unsubsidized work. So the loans, you don't have to pay on them while you're in school. Scholarships, I would encourage you to start looking for scholarships. There is a lot of free money out there. Big businesses need write-offs and they give money away. You know, you do have to apply. There's a lot of different search engines out there. The one that I personally like is fastweb.com. It's fast like you're running, F-A-S-T, web, W-E-B.com. So it makes searching for a scholarship a little bit easier for you. If you go on to fastweb.com and you create a profile, it will email you scholarships that match your profile. And then all you have to do is go in and apply. Another student told me about Scholarship OWL, like O-W-L, like an owl. I've never used it before, but she said that one is good as well. Or you can definitely go old school and you can Google scholarships, but a lot of information may come up that you may not qualify for in terms of the criteria. So to put it in perspective, if you came into Chamberlain and you had 0 transfer credit and you took our program from start to finish, you're looking at a little over $82,000 for our program, okay? So of course with the transfer credit, we're hoping to get that amount down a little bit. I don't know about you, but when I was in school, I didn't have $80,000 sitting in the bank. So that's where scholarships will be able to help you, because again, that's free money that you don't have to pay back. You just simply need to apply, okay? If you are using military assistance while you're in school, I would encourage you right now to go ahead and start making sure you know where your documents are, your DD-214, your letter of eligibility, so we can apply that. If you are working and your employer offers tuition reimbursement, we will work together to make sure that those funds get applied to your tuition here with Chamberlain. And we also offer payment plans. So I don't want you to feel like all of your tuition is due up front. We will go ahead and schedule you for payment plans, okay? So let's talk about private loans. So private loan could be an option for you. So let me just give you a quick scenario. Let's say that you got your Pell Grant, you have your unsubsidized, you have your subsidized. Maybe you have a small balance left over, let's say $2,000, okay? And you say, you know what, Ms. Omega, I'm not going to be working while I'm in school. I'm going to need some extra money for gas, for groceries. So you look at a private loan, let's say for $10,000. $2,000 of that is going to cover your outstanding tuition. The other $8,000 goes to you, okay? I tell students, don't get too crazy with the private loans, because remember that you do have to pay it back. But with the private loans, you're able to buffer in living expenses if you would like. So what will happen is once we get to our one-on-one and we know what you receive transfer credit for, we can talk about if student loan is an option for you or if you need it, because you may not even need it. So we can talk about it at that time. But again, I want you guys just to start thinking about these things. The other thing is the Federal Direct Plus loan. So if you are considered a dependent student where a parent has to be on your FAFSA and you have that same $2,000 balance left over, parent can look at taking that Parent Plus loan for you to help cover that amount, okay? So more importantly, I want you guys to definitely complete your FAFSA. Make sure our school code is on there. You can enter up to about 11 plus school codes, so it won't hurt just because you add Chamberlain. And definitely start looking for scholarships. If you think private loan may be an option for you, just kind of put that in the back of your mind, but when we do the one-on-one, we'll determine if it's needed or not, okay? Other than that, that's all the information that I need to go over with you today for the financial planning overview. Does anybody have any questions?
No, thank you.
No.
No?
No.
No.
Okay.
No, thank you.
Okay, well, again, I will email you guys. It'll have my contact information. If you have any questions, you can email me, but just remember, right now it's going to be pretty vague until we sit down and do that one-on-one, okay?
All right. Thank you.
Okay, you guys, have a good day. Bye.
You too. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Just like my friend said, because he was like, they don't go over anything useful. Like, they said they're gonna keep things really broad right now, and then once you do get accepted, then you have the one-on-one with them. They talk about more things more specifically. The only thing they said was